Hello, my Taurus and Taurus rising friends. Sandra from ForYourTree.com. Thank you so much for being with me here. We're here to do your monthly tarot and oracle card reading for August 2021. I have one quick announcement. I am going to be changing the order in which I record these videos. So for the month of August, I'm recording Leos first because it's their birthday time. However, I will be changing the way that I do that in September. The videos that have the most likes. So if Taurus in August has the most likes, then I will be recording Taurus first in the month of September. Okay, let's get to your reading. Harmony. Harmony means warm and fuzzy feelings. What's going on with you in the beginning of August, Taurus? Have you met someone recently? Have you met someone new? Is this a relationship? Is this a friendship? Or are you just feeling good about life right now? This is good news. Now you do have the spiritual teacher card, so you could be elevating yourself up. I'm getting like the ascension. I've never gotten that message with this card here, but your soul could be feeling good, and this person could lead you to this new time in your life of spiritual elevation. I love it. And wait till we get to your 8th house. A little sneak peek preview for you. But in the meantime, we have a warning. 2nd house. 2nd house rules your money and your stuff. Deception and envy means someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, Taurus. Pay attention to who tries to borrow money from you, who has their hand out, who shows up at your door trying to solicit you for something. These are all warning sign flags, and it is best to send this person on their way. The other thing is, do you guys share some money, a bank account or a credit card with someone? There could be some hanky-panky going on, and it's not the fun kind if you get my idea. What I'm trying to lay down here. Patience, please. Okay, so this says that there's something that's trying to be worked out right now, and to have some patience while the universe does it. You may, now this could also be that someone tried to sneak up your identity theft or something like that, right? So make sure you're checking your bank accounts and all the transactions as well. Taurus, your 3rd house is authority. Authority is the Emperor card in traditional tarot, and the 3rd house rules your brother or sister. You may have a brother or sister who presents in their personality as the alpha male. It could be another Aries, because this is my Aries card, and doesn't mean anything necessarily bad. Or your brother or sister could have an alpha male that presents to them in August. This could definitely be them meeting someone new, and if it is meeting someone new, it could be in an outdoorsy sporting type of event, maybe camping, hiking, fishing, something like that. Or your brother or sister could have a trip planned doing one of those things. 4th house, house of home, you have intuition. So the intuition card in your 4th house means that you are getting psychic advice, guidance, and information with regard to your home. If this is not talking about your home, it's talking about your father, because sometimes the father shows up in the 4th house. And you also have your wish is being granted. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. So the bottom of this card says what you've asked for is coming true. And you are being given psychic guidance and advice in the events that lead up to your wish coming to fruition. So pay attention, especially if you're getting information that says that you need to do certain things for your home, around your home, to your home. You need to make some changes. Also, your father could be receiving information and advice and guidance in regard to one of his wishes that's coming true too. So that's very exciting. Give me a comment in the comment section. Let me know how this is manifesting for you Tauruses out there. Okay, 5th house. 5th house is your house of social networking, social life, fun, and for those of you single Taurus people, it's your dating life. Firm foundations means that you have laid the groundwork for what's about to come next. Now your daughter also shows up in the 4th house, and sometimes for me as a reader, I do get children showing up in the 5th house. This could be a message for some of you that your daughter has done, forgive the expression, the grunt work in her, especially if she's older, in her career, or it could be for those of you that have children in school, that she has, really laid that educational foundation, and she's about to embark on a next level, more exciting level, and certainly less boring than it has been. So that's great news. Your 6th house is house of work and health. So patience is required at this time. If your work, your health situation is not going the way that you would like it to, however, you are in the process of planning how to make it better. What you can do in the meantime, I love this advice with this card in this house, affirmations. I'm all about affirmations, positive affirmations. Do not say a negative affirmation. You cannot say, I don't want this or anything except this. The universe does not hear the words do not, never, accept. It only hears the words that come before and after it. So make sure you're only using your affirmations in the positive sense in speech. 7th house, emotional withdrawal. Now 7th house rules your partnerships, primary partnerships, also can be a business partnership too. So this is like the meditation card of you maybe taking some time out to try to decide what you want to do with your relationship, how you want to go about perhaps manifesting a relationship for those of you single Taurus people out there. You have the new home card in your 7th house, which is a very unusual card to get in your 7th house. Perhaps that your partner has been living separately and you decide to move in together, to purchase a house together, purchase property together, or something like that. The bottom of this card says moving is a step in the right direction for you. Perhaps your partner is moving elsewhere, not necessarily living together, but perhaps your partner needs to move. Or if this is talking about a business partnership, perhaps you're moving the business, or you're just in the talks of discussion about that right now. Now here is the biggie. 8th house. We just talked about perhaps taking a relationship to the next level. Passion ignited in your 8th house. Taurus, let me ask you, are you swinging from the chandelier? You also pulled the marriage card in the 8th house. I mean, this is something that is big, 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 big. The other things that the 8th house rules, which are of the insignificant realm, if you ask me, as it relates to these two cards, are the source of your significant other's income. Well, there could be something there, right? Which is a very good thing. Also contracts, taxes, and legal matters. But, this is more feeling like it's in the realm of intimacy than it is anything else, which also shows up in the 8th house in a big way, almost in every one of these readings. 9th house, your house of travel and your house of education. Okay, accelerated motion. Accelerated motion for me as a reader, I know this is different with every reader and every deck, but this is the card of sort of harsh lessons here. You also pulled that you have the power, and I'm feeling like you have the power to change this outcome. If you have a trip booked and you have been considering switching it, making changes, delaying it perhaps, I would definitely advise you to do that at this time. Also, it's not a great time to sign up for any new classes. There's something about it, perhaps you don't have all the information yet, or something does not turn out or pan out the way that you intended to do it. It's best to just wait on that and wait for some more information. You may need to do a little more research before you pull the trigger on that plan. Okay, 10th house. 10th house rules your career, but also sometimes your mother can show up in the 10th house. For most of you, I feel like this is career related. Prosperity begins is my planting the seed card for what you're about to reap in the future. This oftentimes, especially in the 10th house, can suggest a small business idea that you guys are in the midst of planning, or perhaps but it's a startup, so you're in the beginning phases of it. I would not say that this is something that you've been doing for a long time. This is usually a side gig, small business, home-based business, something like that. I love this card in the 10th house with the advice. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. So this is definitely you planting the seed of something new that you're going to do as far as your career. I love it. Love, love, love it. Stay on the path. 11th house represents children. For those of you that don't have children, it's talking about your best friend. Discontent and boredom say that it says that they are tired of the way things are going and they're ready for a change. So, if this is your child, you may need to be the one that initiates the change in their world by taking away the electronics and forcing them to go outside and play some outdoor sports, or go out in the pool, or doing some fishing or some yoga or some whatever that they like to do outside, getting a change of scenery. Ask for what you want here. So this card is talking about them. They need to be vocal in what they are displeased about. Okay, so you may need to have set aside some time for a conversation about this and how you can go about changing it or helping them change it. The 12th house is what's about to happen. Look for it in 3 months from now, approximately. We're talking November of 2021, obstacles and challenges. So November is feeling like it's harsher energy than it is right now. In the later summer months, you may need to ask for extra help with your projects, delegating things. I'm getting you may even need help with your housework, because you may find that your schedule is just it's like overridden with tasks that you have to do that you wouldn't ordinarily have. What do we have here? Practice, practice, practice. Okay, so you may be so inundated with doing whatever this is that you're letting all the other stuff, go on the back burner, fall by the wayside, and that's why you're needing some extra help in the month of November, and especially around holiday time, things can get kind of hectic, so make sure you're planning accordingly for that, putting events reminders in your calendar and in your tasks manager would be advisable. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your Taurus friends if it has helped you. Many blessings.